Hey tankers, and welcome back to World of Tanks with PR154, where every week we're showcasing ordinary tankers doing extraordinary things on our Twitch stream. Now, what follows is a cut of one of those live reviews where we've had the responsible party on station to talk through what was going through their mind and down their barrel in the course of their game. Now, if that's your jam and you'd like to submit a replay for consideration, then please drop it on the submission platform via the Discord server link in the description below. In the meantime, happy tanking, and please enjoy this video. So, Lakeville was the game. We were bottom tiered, 7s over 6s. We've got the AT-8, the tier 6 British tank destroyer, and you are not mucking around with this loadout, are you? You've got the Bond gun rammer, you've got the bounty turbocharger that you've improved. I certainly would have liked to have had that when I was playing this tank.
Yeah, it's a really OP tank, this boy.
So it had a bit of a buff after I played through it, I guess with the intent of making that rather obvious cupola weak spot a lot less of a weak spot. But I always, like when I played through it, the whole idea was you try to jam yourself in beside a building and try to minimize the target while you just blast away.
Yeah, with this one, it's very much a case of a tank that you just use your W key, go forward, sit and get into the battle, and just trust the armour. Trust the armour on the side.
By strapping that improved turbocharger on you, you're certainly improving your odds of doing that. When I played through it the first time, one of the major frustrations I found was that by the time you actually got to the fight was kind of done. And you're either clean-up crew or everyone's dead and you're trying to, like, 4v1 it.
Yeah, I guess I tend to find that you can get there. Yeah, so just head for the heavy tanks, go where the heavy tanks are going to go.
So this, looking back, this has turned into a rather interesting battle in that there doesn't appear to be a substantial commitment by either side on that 1-2 line. Everything's just gone hell for leather towards the city. I guess that can be a bit of a gamble, but probably the best course of action when the strategic point is in fact in the city.
Yeah, I remember this one. I was definitely hiding from that arty.
Yeah, well, the arty had certainly just found me at that very moment. I guess it was quite established where you were, and so there's absolutely no shyness here about continuing to fire at that position and get the resets. So tucking in a little bit harder. Austin's with the. Has a very caring nature. Always keen to sort of reach out and caress a friend in need. And so we're really starting to get tested at this point in time. We're 2 tanks down, but
I think at some point I start to put the pedal to the metal.
Yeah. So you're coming out in front of the Tiger 1. Yeah, it's a Tiger 1. Not mucking around either. We've got the good stuff loaded. 239 millimeters of penetration on the APCR, which is fantastic for a tier 6 gun.
Yeah, just use the DPM on it.
Yeah. You've lost your assistant VK3001P, but we're just at that point in the game now that you need the kills. But look at this bounce damage, like over 2200 so far. Hellcat's tried to get away, but it just cannot compete with that bulk and with that rate of fire. E75's tried to choose violence against our Skoda T25, but the Skoda T25's managed to get away. And that is kill number 6 on the E25. We've turned things around pretty rapidly there, and it's just left the Super Chaffee. Absolute carnage there to finish off. I think he did really well in that situation to keep your hit points until they were needed. We saw a lot of the enemy teams that are trading off their hit points against our teammates.
Yeah, this game was a bit more relaxed, really, than others.
You get 6 kills, you're completely relaxed.
It was that arty. It really was. He was a real worry for me.
Yeah.
If I'd exposed myself, he would have let me at it.
Oh, absolutely. Seemed to be a common denominator. In fact, Austin's is reflecting on it. He's saying he wasn't mad. He just chilled shooting 2 tanks. But pretty desperate situation that was turned around in short order. So very nicely played there, Dar.
Thanks, PR. It was great to play with you.
So absolute fistful of medals here. That was an ace mastery. Got the steel wall, high caliber, top gun, of course, for taking 6 kills, over 2,600 damage inflicted, over 2,400 blocked, and yeah, absolute fistful of badges of merit there. That has put you top by experience by a significant margin there, probably 50-60% higher than the next punter in IS2. So got to be happy with that.
We'll let gold into that Tiger 1.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the bill, because the bill always comes due. Actually, not too bad though. Only 20k. I don't know if most people ask.
Yeah, seems fine. Yep.
Yeah. I think if most people ask, yeah, you'll get an ace mastery badge, but it's going to cost you 20,000 credits. I think most people will go for it. But it is.
Yeah, I think too when you're coming up against higher tier tanks, sometimes you have to do it.
It definitely is a considerable upgrade. You're switching up from 171 millimeters of penetration all the way through to 239, which is just absolutely fantastic at tier 7. And desperate as that situation was, dabbing that 2 key certainly got the job done that needed to get done. So thanks for swinging by and sharing that one with us.
Thanks, PR.
No
Great
worries.
to be here.
No worries at all.